How to tell that a job offer is fake. Working online part-time or full-time has become a viable career choice for many people interested in working at home and according to their own schedule. Numerous sites have sprung up to try to help meet the demand. Some sites are reputable, though not every employer at the site is. Others are scams it is easy to fall for because people are so desperate to earn money online. There are a number of ways to tell that a job offer is fake. You have to pay to get the job. A real job will not charge you an application fee or insist you sign up for a membership site, which is nothing more than listings of jobs. Typical types of jobs that scammers list include supposedly high-paying social media jobs and freelance writing jobs. The prospective employer demands custom-made samples. On popular freelance sites like Upwork, you can find ads where the employer writes a listing for what they are looking for, such as articles for their blog about a particular topic or niche. In the listing, they ask for 1 or 2 samples, according to the specification they set. This is against the terms of service for most of these sites, and there is nothing to stop them from using the content without having paid for it. Create your own portfolio of samples that represent your skills and abilities. They contact you. If you use any of the popular resume posting sites like Monster, chances are you will get what appears to be job offers, which many people might be desperate enough to consider. This will usually be a phishing attempt to try to get your social security number and other personal details. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Scamming job offer emails. These are usually full of mistakes and very vague about the duties of the supposed job. Many of these emails will come from outside the US and be nothing more than attempts to steal your identity. Interviewing via Messenger, or not at all. Some companies say they will interview via Messenger, which forces you to set up an account, which gives away personal information. In other cases, there is no interview at all. Most legitimate companies would want to know you were a good fit. Plus, the higher the salary offered, the more interviews you should have to prove you are the right person or the job. The email address looks suspicious. It might be misspelled, a free account, or a personal account. The company can't be found on Google, or you find many negative things about it. Whenever you apply for a job, you should always research the company to understand what it does and whether or not you will be a good fit. This is doubly true if you get a job offer out of the blue. While it is true that some recruiters and human resource managers do target candidates with promising resumes from time to time, in general, any job offer via email will usually be a scam, making you pay for training or buy software. This is a common scam with careers like medical billing and coding. They are in huge demand, so it might seem logical to get a job offer from a company looking to recruit good candidates, but you should never pay for anything as a requirement for taking the job. Be mindful of these scams when looking for jobs online. Again, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. How to check images for authenticity. In the days before the internet, seeing used to be believing. Now in the days of Photoshop and the frenzy on social media to share photos and images, it is easy to be deceived by altered and fake photos unless you are careful. Why fake photos? Some people do it just for fun, as they play around with Photoshop and similar image editing software. Others want to create a wow image that will get them a lot of likes and shares on social media, which can translate into more traffic, subscribers, and sales. Still others are deliberately trying to deceive people in order to sway opinion and manipulate people, such as in the run-up to the 2016 elections in the United States. For example, Russian operatives set up hundreds of sites with thousands of images showing direct bias against immigrants. https://www.marketwatch.com/story/fake views Russians posting doctored images on Facebook exploited loophole 2018-02-23. There are fact-checking and image-checking sites available, but it would be a full-time job to check everything you see being posted. And most biased people are not going to care anyway, but just hit the share button. However, if you care about whether or not the photos you see are authentic, here are some ways to spot the fakes. 1. Look for strange angles. You can often tell if something has been inserted by the fact that the angles don't match those of other items in the photo. Inserting an extra person into a photo is a common scam, but there will usually be something odd about it. 2. Watch out for strange shadows and lighting. Similarly, inserting an extra element into a photo often doesn't work because of light and shade in the photo, and color mismatch as a result. 3. Do a reality check on the location of the photo. Is it an actual photo of the location it claims to be? A supposed huge rally for Donald Trump in Arizona posted on his Twitter account was spotted by Cleveland natives as being their hometown in the middle of the Cavaliers basketball championship parade through downtown. A current popular fake photo of the world's supposed largest snake shows a scaled-up anaconda on completely the wrong continent. 4. Check the quality. In some cases, one part of the photo might be grainy or blurred, the other clear, again showing an insertion of something that was never there in the first place.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's